Dear Mr. President, you want to talk about fairness and everybody paying their fair share and what's fair, and with all this talk about fiscal cliff and, monetary and budgets and fairness, God, I felt the need to say this. What's fair? The top 10% of the earners paying a majority of the income tax, while the lower half of of Americans pay no income tax at all? That doesn't seem fair to me. Now, granted, I'm in that bottom half, so woo, yay, I usually get a refund. I usually get some sort of a monetary refund. So, I'm not made of money. You can see by the background of my picture, I live in a double wide in Florida, and I rent it at that. So, I should be all bowing down at the feet of the democratic system, or not democratic system, but at the feet of Democrats, saying, oh, yay, but I'm not that way. I'm for self-reliance, and, that every person is created equal, and that when we are well off, that we make other people well off. It's not the government's responsibility to take care of me, it's my responsibility to take care of me. And, what's fair? What is fair? That everybody plays by the same rules, and that everybody has to pay the same amount. So if you buy more, then you pay more. Let's go to a consumption tax. Get rid of the income tax totally. Then everything would be fair. But wait, you can't do that. You don't want to do that, because then that takes away the major pillar of the playbook for Democrats, class warfare. Because if everybody's paying their share, which is the equal amount, if you consume more, you pay more, then you can't say, look at that mean, evil person, rich person, he didn't get what he inherited that. He didn't earn that. He took it from you. Let me take it back from him. So you guys don't want to do that. You don't want to be fair. So what is fair? Let's keep the rules same for everybody. If I want to start a business, let me start a business. Get out of my way, let me do it. Let somebody else start a business. And let the free market say, you know what, I like your idea, I don't like your idea. This idea will prosper, this idea will not. So what is fair? Yeah, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It doesn't say life, liberty, and we're going to guarantee you a home with a picket fence. No. You can pursue that, and it's up to you to work hard to obtain that. So go for it. Try it. But no. Today's society wants people to be dependent, to have a victim mentality of the fact that, and a lot of my generation's to blame. We were born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, lived through the 90s, and it's just, we have a mentality of give me, give me, give me. What can I get? And how can I get it for doing the less amount of work? And it just brings me back to the fairness. What's fair? Fair. Fair by definition is everybody playing by the same rules. Not, oh wait, you know what? This Major League Baseball player has a higher batting average, so therefore we've got to, go back 30 feet to pitch to him. Or come in, 20 feet, whatever, so that, no, it's you stand on the mound, you pitch to that person has the best chance of hitting the ball. The rules are same for everybody. So, let's get rid of the income tax altogether. Just scrap it. Go with a consumption-based tax. I personally prefer the fair tax, but whatever. Then you got the 999 plan. Well, that makes it fair. But nobody wants to do that because then that takes away their bargaining chip. I'll give you this if you give me your vote. Ooh, hey, come get it. No, come suck off the teat of the government. Let's make it fair. Point blank fairness. The marketplace, the marketplace of ideas. Let's make it fair. It's not that the top 10% of the income earners pay 90% of the income tax, while the bottom half of Americans pay no income tax at all. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. So let's do something about it. You want real change? Let's do it. Mr. President, step up to the plate, say, I'm gonna make it fair for everybody. Yeah, you may not like the idea. It may suck. It may hurt. It may be painful to do. But one thing is for sure. Let's get a balanced budget. If you ran maybe you do run your household because you've been sucking off the cheat of government your whole life, Mr. President. But if you ran your household the way that the budgets in Washington are run, you'd be homeless. You would be homeless. I can't spend more than I take in. I can't do it. I physically cannot do it. Why can you allow the government to do it? Cut spending. Cut spending first. That's what we do in our budget. If we can't make budget, we cut what we're spending. Okay, we have this bill, this bill, this bill, and this bill. And what bills can we pay? What bills can we pay? What's expendable? What can we get rid of to cut down the budget? Let's do it. It's not rocket science, people. And obviously it's not, because look at who's in Washington. Maybe if we had rocket scientists in Washington, they'd actually be doing something. And for the Senate to not have passed a budget in how long, that is wrong, and that is against the law. And not only that, but if 90% of Americans did their job the way that the Senate has done their job, they would have been fired. And yet, we re-elect these guys time and time again. Why? They don't do their job. Fire them. Dear Mr. President, you need to lead this country. You need to step up, grow a backbone, and lead. And say, I am the commander-in-chief. I'm going to make decisions. And you know what? I'm going to piss off people from the left, and I'm going to piss off people from the right. But I'm going to make the right decision for this country, and it needs to be done. And you need to do it, and you need to do it now. You've had 4 years. 4 years to do something. You've got 4 more years to do it. Well, step up to the plate and by God, do it. Because you need to do it, Mr. President. You need to stand up and you need to say, look, I'm going to make it fair for everybody. And making it fair for everybody means everybody suffers. Everybody suffers. From the weakest to the strongest. And we need to do it. We need to get rid of the income tax, point blank, because that is not fair. It's not. It's not fair. And you would even admit that it's not fair. So, because why are the top people paying more than the bottom people? Well, obviously they earn more. But you know what? Just because they earn more doesn't mean they should be penalized. What about all the people that are slinging dope, all the people that don't have a job, all the people that are working off the books? They don't pay income tax, so why not get them to pay into the system as well? That's fair, right? So let's get rid of the income tax. I personally have my opinion. I welcome more opinions. Please, let's do this, and let's do this for everybody, because fairness is everybody paying the same amount and everybody contributing, not just the top earners. Thank you.